Hey guys. So the energy that I'm feeling is like heartache, honestly, heartache. But not for like, it's for the ops. Heartache for the ops because people are enlightened. They're caught up on the stagnancies that they tried to create in your life. Okay, so these people have heartache and pain. They could try to like guilt trip you or send you a message or say that they miss you, say that they're sorry. But it's extremely fake, okay? So it's important that we learn that us separating ourselves from them, okay, was necessary, and that should be enough closure, right? Because if they weren't toxic, if they weren't fake, then you wouldn't have had to separate to begin with, right? And in their reality, okay, in their delusion, you're supposed to be in bed. Parker, he's not starving. He ate supper and a snack before bed. Tell him to drink some water and get to bed. Get to bed. I'm going to come and check on you soon. You guys better be sleeping. Okay, good night. They have school in the morning. What time is it? I can't stop because then the video will... I might pause it in a bit. I gotta go make sure my kids are in bed. So in their hopes and their dreams, their wishes, right? Their wish upon a star. They're acting like this because they think that you're gonna, like, they think that you have like something on the way. Maybe you don't, and you just have that mentality, right? That like the hustle, right? That mindset, that rich mindset. Maybe this is abundance of faith. Maybe it's just a really positive outlook on life, right? Anyways, it's heartache, okay? And I was getting guilt trip. Been kind of pulling on guilt trip, but I've been overlooking it because in my here and now, there's no looking back, right? But I used to be in a state where I was like, now that I'm enlightened, now that I'm a more loving being, now that I'm a more light being, right? I want to forgive, right? But they don't need to be like in my life anymore. Yeah. They don't need to be in my life anymore. Tower reverse. So they want to avoid a tower, right? But they won't communicate this with you. So very sneaky energy, but they want to guilt trip, they want to apologize. And if like you're easy to forgive, okay, in their perfect ideal situation, you would forgive them and they'd do it again, is the thing, is what I'm getting at. So it's like Spirit is guiding you to like, you already know this is unfulfilling. You've already walked away. What do you want? Round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Especially if they were like, they had to have been abusive in some sense, right? Whether it be verbally, physically, financially. Yeah, they don't want you to walk away because they feel like you are making opportunities for yourself. They feel like you'll be of some sort of success. But see how like the love is here, but it's all in the reverse? So what's the opposite of love? Hate. They hate that you walked away. They want you to come back, so they hate you even more. It just isn't a match. And if you have to go back and like allow them back and learn that lesson again, well then that's on you, right? That's on you. Like, why would you want to invest when what you're pouring into now is creating an opportunities? It's opening pathways for you. they're just hoping to go through that pathway with you due to like what you've been someone wants to like Here, Lent. I don't know what Lent is, but my son brought up Lent and I wrote it down. And now I'm literally hearing it, Lent. I don't know what that is, so I need to look that up. I think it's something to do with the Catholic Church, but I'm not positive. I really don't know. It's so cool because like my son was asking me about the cards, and he was like, "Do you just talk and know stories through the pictures?" Right? He's 5, and I'm like, yeah, that's exactly it. I look at the pictures and I tell stories. He's so cute. And he was like, and you talk about karma? I'm like, yes. He's like, what's karma? So I explained to him what karma is. So he's like, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. You could be getting an offer you've been waiting for. Or somebody's waiting for you to like receive something. Or somebody's waiting for you to like come to them with something. Information. There's an end to creating blockages in your life. There's an end to somebody blindsiding you. Like strong arming. I'm getting strong arm. It's like someone's blinded to the fact that a cycle is complete. Denial. Denial. It's like somebody wants to come and give you a steady offer, but they're waiting for the right opportunity. Okay? They were in their feelings like, ooh, okay. So you were like very direct. You've always been very direct. And someone was kind of in their feelings about it. They thought of you as obnoxious or something. I'm like getting like, they thought of you as obnoxious because of how straight, direct, and to the point you were. But like I'm getting like over time, as they've been like waiting for something or watching over something, they've like grown like some sort of like fondness. Like they've grown to love that part of you. Direct, to the point, open, honest. That's it. That's just what it is for me, right? If you come to me with something, emotions, I'll understand, I'll hear you out, I'll listen and tell you what I think, right? Or not, depending on if it's just something I need to listen to or something you're looking advice for, like you're looking for advice. Like this is just a very intelligent person. They know how to read a room. And like someone thought that this was obnoxious before. Or maybe you've grown and like developed this intelligence even further where like you know when to like bite your tongue now. You know when to react, you know when not to react. You know when to stand your ground, you know when not to stand your ground. And this person's like fucking loves this about you. This is the trait that they absolutely love about you now. So they want to come in with a steady offer. But they're waiting. They're waiting for something here. Clarify the 5 of Cups in reverse, please, Spirit. Clarify the 5 of Cups in reverse. Thank you. They're watching the way you speak, the way you teach, the way you direct, and they really like it really resonates. Something someone's speaking really resonates. Okay? It's making someone stable, grounded, patient. It's having their ships come in like in a flowing manner, you know? See how this person's like looking over that river and the river flows, the lake flows, the ocean just flows, right? It's a currency, it's a current, right? Okay? Steadfast, like slow and steady, like you have to be patient. That's a part of it. And we're supposed to enjoy it, right? We're supposed to enjoy life. Enjoy that. Like do what you love in between, like, you know, while you're waiting for what, your ships to come in. Okay? And they're watching and they're studying on how you go about things. And this is why they like love someone's mentality. Someone's in love with your mind. This is beautiful. Like, this is beautiful. This is the type of the love that you want, right? You want someone to fall in love with your mind, the way that you think, who you are as an individual, how you express yourself, right? Especially if you're very honest and direct, because then they're loving you for who you truly are. Like, this is like a, you know, when you love how somebody, that's beautiful. I'm just going to leave that where it's at. They're like, I think I found a diamond in the rough. Like, oh, what? Like, what? They could be getting over like a loss, and like they're getting over like a loss at a rapid pace. You know how people say like, it'll take time. It'll take time. Like, processing does take time, yeah, to a certain extent. It takes patience, yeah. But if you like have a better understanding of it and how you process things, you could like boop, 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 rapid speed that shit up, right? You can. And those feelings will like process faster and faster and faster, as fast as we can like process and then let go, right? Process and surrender. Like, that shit can be at a rapid pace if you get good at it, right? If you get good at processing your emotions, it just will go faster. Practice just makes you better. Practice just makes you faster. Practice just makes you more accurate in knowing self and how you process, because everyone's different. It's like someone used to dwell, hold a grudge, resentment, not forgive, have a grudge, right? And it wasn't getting them nowhere, okay? It just doesn't. It's a blockage. It'll create illness as well. So somebody put an end to being their own self-sabotage. An end to ignoring the red flags. They're getting like a better view of their surroundings. Somebody's made a decision to end out a cycle. A karmic cycle. That is beautiful. I'm just going to read the world card out of the book, because that's a major, right? So let's just get what it is exactly instead of intuitive. Assured success. Excuse me, I burped. Root. Someone's ending out cycles with people who were trying to create blockages. Like blocking these people. Like denied, voyage. Somebody doesn't want you to move forward on your path. What's new, right? I had a dream of like a woman that I cut off recently, and they were like, just acting at a loss, and then like trying to put their kid on the phone. And I'm just like, what are you doing? You know, like, what are you doing? Trying to like hurt this kid further, hurt me further. Like, what are you doing here? right? And it's because they have this sense of like depravity now that you're gone. They didn't realize how much positivity they got out of you. They didn't realize how, and then to the outside, like I'm getting like to their friends around them, they're just completely lying about why your guys' situation ended out and why you're not communicating. They could be like, I don't even know. I should just stop. Like, I don't even know, right? It's just like, no, you do. You do. You do. Okay, you're a hidden enemy. Okay, somebody's intuition was like danger, 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 depravity, lack mindset, right? Thiever, fever, theft. Sometimes my mind goes too fast. Like somebody sees that you have like a bright future prospects. I don't even know what prospects means. They could be hearing that you're doing good and people are like, why'd they block you? I don't know. I guess she's just a bitch. I don't know what they're saying, but like they're denying the fact that they do, in fact, they do know. They were trying to steal somehow. They were a third party. They were trying to cause heartache and pain, and that's why you ended up this cycle. Like one time this chick called my son a little troll, and I'm just like, I'm gonna silently walk away from you soon. I'm gonna silently walk away from you soon. Right? You're not gonna see it coming. And then I did. Tower in the reverse. They want to avoid what they did, which was try to inflict pain and heartache. They went down the wrong path. Very selfish, self-serving. They could be overindulging at this time. I'm getting heavy friend energy. They're too heavy, man. Too heavy, too desperate for attention, too no reason to be like that, right? Just no fucking reason. Too mouthy. I'm getting mouthy. Just too much gaslighting. Somebody could try to use their kid against you, or like try to use the relationship, the love you have for their kid, or like the love that your innocence. They thought that your innocence was something to be played with. That they could just gaslight you, that they could just fool you, and you wouldn't recognize it. But it's not that you don't recognize it, it's just you won't say it. What's the point? What's the point in arguing with someone like this? They're always going to have something to say. It's like, no thank you. Like happiness is something that everyone can attain. It's free. And I'm just not feeling it with you, right? I just don't feel it with you. I feel the opposite. I feel hate. I feel like you hate me. This is how the collective feels towards this friend. Like you can see the way they look is just like, I'm getting like someone like rolling their eyes, like, or like if you were saying something, they always had to, especially if people were there, if you said something, they always had something to say, or they were like very dismissive. You know how like this used to be a pet peeve of mine, but it doesn't bother me anymore because I realize that people don't even know what they're doing. And I used to think like it was just rude because it seemed dismissive. You know how you say something and then someone's like, no, and then they add to it like a certain sense of righteousness. They're like, no, and then they follow on with what they're going to say. I used to hate when people started their sentence with no. Like it's okay. It's like, okay, well, you could have just said that without like being real dismissive, like you know. But then I didn't even realize that people don't even realize that they're doing it. It's just a fucking habit, right? It's just a bad habit. Empress. Very nurturing. Like it's like you were just a good friend. They feel like they missed out on an opportunity of God's gift Like if God had a gift, if God had a blessing in friend form, that's what you would have been. Just a genuine friend. And they're just like, no reason. Dropping the burden of them trying to lay you to rest. Yikes. Or this could be them trying to create peace after gaslighting the shit out of you in order to avoid a tower moment. But you have them blocked and you ended out this cycle because they went down the wrong path. Okay? They entered a third party into your relationship. Okay? This is why it's important to have these one-on-one relationships and not involve anyone else in that relationship, especially if it's healthy, because you could be like, you will infect this relationship and it'll end in heartache. So because like you're blocking this person, you're ending out this cycle, this tower is going to hit. Okay, it was going to hit anyways. It's just their own delusion thinking that if they make peace, all of a sudden everything that they did to you will just disappear, and that's just not the truth, right? Like you're still going to have to get karma anyway, right? Anyway, that's going to happen anyway. It's not like, you know how when someone like assaults someone real bad, when someone assaults someone real bad and they got like injuries and shit and they choose not to charge you because they love you, or like you're their cousin or some shit, right? The cops can choose to just charge you anyways if it like exceeds a certain point of like trauma, right? Like just because you choose not to charge that person doesn't mean that those charges aren't going through, especially if they like recognize you for like a shit disturber, right? They'll just make a point of it. Because now you finally gave them a reason. Damn. Somebody who just feels like weak. This could be due to overindulging. They could like literally be like malnutrition or like burnt out, whatever. Like I'm getting like just exhausted. They like gathered to like talk shit and leave information out about you. They like celebrated something. Somebody like, oh fuck. Somebody like prided the fact, like celebrated the fact, was prided in the fact that they were behind the scenes causing conflict. They knew about this conflict that was about to happen to you. This conflict being like taken out. And they knew about this and withheld this information. Wow. Or like some sort of action. It could have been an STD. For some people, it's an STD. For some people, it's like a beauty spell. Like they need to be in like close proximity or be able to like look in your mirror or some shit. Right? Obviously, they don't love self enough to just be confident in their own way and not feel intimidated about you being in your power, right? Judgment. Somebody could be like pissing on a pregnancy test and it's positive. Somebody could be pissing on a pregnancy test and it's positive. You're having a girl. Sorry if you didn't want to know. Someone's having a girl. Like there's just going to be a lot of girls this year. Some are having a boy, I guess. But like, I don't know. Someone in particular watching, you're having a girl. It's like you're going to have 2 girls. Congratulations. Babies are a blessing. Maybe they like want to come in with excitement. They're like, I'm pregnant. Right? But like behind the scenes, they're mad. They're just mad, angry, talking shit, creating illusions around this ending. Somebody did magic when it came to your finances. Moon magic when it came to your finances. That's going to backfire. They're feeling weak, deprived. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, very ungrounded. They could be like having trouble like taking care of themselves recently. Like just feeling like strung out, wound out. I don't know. Getting strung out. Or like hungover, or like just really uncomfortable with where they're at in this situation. I'm getting infiltrate. So maybe they allow this third party to infiltrate and poison the relationship, right? The friendship, the bond. And now it's just done. Someone just took it too far. They got paid to do it. Or at least they thought they were going to get paid. But if it was something like planning someone to get an STD or planning someone to get attacked or planning someone to get killed, then you're going to jail. So, I mean, like, they got fulfillment out of knowing that they'd have, like, a boop, 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 pay grade, right? Yeah, they were working on a plan to steal. Someone's got a friend with, like, fucking sticky fingers. Someone doesn't want to heal a relationship. It's completely over. They're transforming. They're transforming. This relationship, like, left them very, like, unhealed. The star cards behind here. Left them very, like, the opposite of healed. Right? The opposite of purification. Someone tried to like obliterate someone's like heart. Poison. Someone could have poisoned somebody. A masculine. This is the masculine that I was speaking about in the beginning. It's like, well, you made up my mind for me. And now this person, this like, I'm getting Pisces. It could be an Aquarius though. Because for some reason I'm getting Aquarius, but Pisces or Cancer. Or Taurus. Or Libra or Gemini. Just everything. Yeah, they've already weighed out their pros and cons. It's like there's no chance. It's like percentage 0. Indefinitely. Fuck's sakes. Oh, that's not funny. That's not funny. This person's actually hurt. But I mean, you poisoned the fucker, so like, you deserve it. You deserve it. This group of people doesn't want it to be exposed that they actually tried to lay you to rest. Okay? But it is exposed. The people are looking into this and they can't sleep. They can't rest. They can't catch a break. There's no peace. There's no peace there. Just anxiety, fear. Like, you know how like I'm getting like someone just like and like stuttering and shit. Like they can't sit still. Someone can't sit still for the life of them unless they get too fucked up or like too drunk, and then they're like comatose, but just like laying there Thinking, stinking thinking. I'm hearing stinking thinking. Stinking thinking, right? Like thinking yourself into oblivion. Like thinking, desperate, thinking desperate. How do I apologize? How do I apologize? Fucking depressing. Shit's depressing. That's the path you chose in life. That's the path you chose in life. Damn. I gotta go check on my kids. I'm just gonna, yeah, you're confident. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep loving into self. Reject these old people, okay, because they're haters. They hate that you walked away. They want to be able to attack you. They want to be able to send in a love offer in order to attack you, in order to steal these finances, but you already know. You already know about the stagnancies that they were trying to create for you. You already know that they were thinking like eye for an eye type shit when you didn't even do anything, so it's just delusion, and they were breadcrumbing you anyways. It wasn't equal give and take. You're protecting yourself because they just create blockages in your life and want to attack you. Like they're just fucking full of hate and you are full of love. You just don't resonate. Yeah, on to new and better things. And I'm getting flour, but like, I don't know if it's like baking flour, if it's an actual flour, because I'm not hearing a specific flour. Someone's excited, excitement. Somebody could be like, just knowing what they want, and when you know what you want and when you're aware, you can just like move along fast, right? It's like if I were to make a list. Okay, so I'm writing a list of things that I need to do. Okay, now I'm going to go back and look at my list, and I'm going to prioritize them based on urgency. Okay? And then I go out and do my things. Of course, I'm going to be faster, more excited, more direct with what I'm doing, more confident, because what I need to get done first is getting done first, so on and so forth. Efficiency, right? So I'm getting that, like, someone feels very grounded, efficient, because they've had the time, they wrote it out, they numbered it off, they know what to do, and they've processed it all, and now it's fucking go time, baby. Like, you know, it just is what it is. So someone's like, let's get the show on the road. Have a good night.